Hello everyone and welcome back to the next video on the concept of percentage uncertainties. In the previous video we looked at the concept of fractional uncertainty and how the value of the fractional uncertainty in the area of a given rectangle can be calculated. With regards to percentage uncertainty, we need to understand that it is another way to express the measurement of the uncertainty. Here you would notice that the percentage uncertainty is in fact an uncertainty relative to the measured value, and it is very often used to compare the uncertainties of various measurements which could have different magnitudes or even different unit systems also. Generally it is used to express the potential deviation of the calculated or the measured value from the actual value in terms of percentages. Right now on the screen you are able to notice the formulae that can be used to determine or calculate the percentage uncertainty. And you would have noticed that in order to determine or calculate the percentage uncertainty, we would be requiring the absolute uncertainty as well as the corresponding measured value. If not, the relative uncertainty is also fine with us. Just to cross check, let's go back to the previous example wherein we determined the fractional uncertainty of the given rectangle of specific dimensions. So the dimensions, as you can notice here, are 10.05 plus or minus 0.05 centimeters and 5.05 plus or minus 0.05 centimeters. The area of this particular rectangle can be determined as 50.7525 centimeter square. Using due calculations, we will now be able to determine the fractional uncertainty as 0.014884, and the corresponding absolute uncertainty also therefore can be determined as 0.7554. Now using all of these values, we certainly will be able to calculate the percentage uncertainty, and this is how it is done. Using the absolute uncertainties, we get to know that the percentage uncertainty is 1.48%. Alternatively, we can directly use the value of the relative uncertainty to calculate the percentage uncertainty. Now this is how we will be able to calculate the percentage uncertainty in a given value. Again, going back to the reason why we use percentage uncertainties, it allows us to compare the values or the deviation of the values across different units or magnitudes. Say for example, we would like to compare the deviation of the area of a cuboid versus the volume of the cuboid. Instead of using the relative uncertainties, it is always better to use the percentage uncertainties. Moreover, how it also helps, how the percentage uncertainty also helps is by reducing the number of decimal places. When the number of decimal places is on the higher side, it gives an awkward feeling. Well, if you notice, the value of the fractional uncertainty of the area of the rectangle is 0.014884 as against 1.48% for the percentage uncertainty. If you do like the video and the content, do not forget to share, subscribe and like. Thank you and goodbye.